Are y'all back again with another video? Okay. Welcome to my channel. My name is Krista. Krista is here reporting live as God's messenger for today. Okay, so we're gonna get into a chat. It's not gonna be a quite extensive Yahweh's Way episode, but it's gonna be a little bedside manners. You know, when we approach our Father, it's not about how Him as our doctor, our Father, our everything, how He has manners towards us, but it's like how we have manners towards Him. So in this segment, we're gonna get into some words. It's gonna be really, really quick on today's chat, but it's gonna be some really, really good stuff. So, of course, have your pens for notes, your mind's open, your ears open, your mouth closed, unless you're talking to yourself, because I be talking to myself sometimes, and it's okay. that's okay sometimes too. So we can listen though. We want to have our ears open. So as I was talking about yesterday, if you saw the previous video, if you haven't, go back and watch it and then come back. Pause it and then come back for this one. But today we're going to be talking about words and how we use them, and oftentimes we are placing ourselves in boxes and allowing these labels to be placed on us as well, and it becomes our reality. Like the words that we speak, the words that come out of our mouths become the very thing that we are. And if we're not really looking up the words and the definitions to truly seek the full meaning, then we just be out here saying stuff. We just be out here saying stuff and becoming this version of ourselves that God never intended for us to be. And that's not what He wants. So we're going to correct that today. We're going to look at one word that He led me to. And it's a label that a lot of us call ourselves. And people may ask you that. What is your temperament as a person? So this word today that we're going to talk about is introvert. Yes, I know. Introvert, I'm going to call you out. Is it appropriate to be a Christian and an introvert? Like, is that such a thing to be a Christian introvert? Is that a thing? A lot of times people say yes, and they may say, well, it's just how I describe myself. It's, I don't like socializing too much. I may like to recharge alone. I get most of my energy by myself and just at God's feet. I get shy around people or nervous. We're going to have to correct that, because God has certain labels that He places on us, which is redeemed, daughter, His child, chosen, forgiven. And then there's certain titles that the world puts on us for the sake of psychology. But is it really appropriate? Side note, y'all need to research the true origin of psychology and how that even got started, who created that. Them ain't the most holiest people. Them people, I don't know, they kind of strange people, if you ask me. They're not far-fetched in some of their studies, but again, like some things here on earth, people just take stuff and they twist it and they pervert it to make their own agendas. That's my side note. But anyway, it still ties together, so that's a good research side note. But we're going to take a look at the word introverted today. And is it okay to be a Christian and call yourself an introvert? And the reason why I'm looking at the word introvert today is because I would have described myself as an introvert for so many years. I was an introvert. That's who I was, according to the world. I found a word, I've stuck the label on myself, and it fit, it made sense. It justified my temperament of being reclusive and being alone, and being around so many people just kind of drained me. But it's that's not true. That's not true. At 33, standing in the size 11 shoe, I can fully say that that's not how I am. I'm fully colorful. Yeah, I'm out here with my colors. God is revealing to me more and more each day who I am, and it's a sociable person, it's a colorful person, it's a bright person, and maybe may not be the version of who you are as a person, but it's not the label that God gave us as just stay to yourself and recharge to yourself. In His word, He tells us to go and make disciples of all nations. He calls us to forget not assembling of the saints and gathering together. And they may look different for different people, whether you're at an organized church or whether you're doing Bible studies at home, or, nowadays you may be on TikTok Live or here on YouTube and you have a community. Whatever that looks like for us as individuals, He still calls us to talk to people. We have to be social. And do we actually like people? Do we actually like being around others? Or are we just so self-absorbed where we're the lazy lion, where I just want to lay in my room or on my couch or in my bed all day and be left alone. Like, no, that's not how he created us to be. Side note, there was like this post that was going viral on another social media platform. Um, and I'm not gonna say their name because they're not giving me a check, not yet. Okay, but it was going around this social media platform where they were talking about, going to the grocery store. And this man was going to the grocery store, and he was like, "Do people even say hi at the grocery stores anymore?" And everybody in the comment section, yes, like that's how they was talking back. They were going off on this man saying, "We don't want to be talking to you at the grocery store. Why are you speaking to us?" And again, it was women responding back to this man like, "Don't talk to us. I'm trying to shop. That's why I Instacart. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. I don't want to deal with people. You boop, yada yada yada. Pop pop pop." Just okay. You can throw the bowls down, put them back by your side. And I was like, watching it grieved. I was laughing, but it was grieved in my spirit because God created us to be social. He created us to interact with people. And again, that's going to look different for different people. We're not all bubbly and just constantly talking and like to be in other people's faces. There's people who are more like laid back. There's people who are more reserved. He made us in different shades of, of colors, as far as our personalities. But we're still not meant to just hate people. Like, the root of that is just hating people and not wanting to face ourselves, not wanting to face the outside world, not wanting to go outside and touch grass, like just being so selfish, not to share what God has given us to other people. There are some people who just, they live, that's their only interaction, is going outside to the grocery store or seeing your face. If they maybe have been bedridden and they finally get to go outside and see the world and see people, and they want to smile at someone. And we can't be, as Christian, as God's daughters, can't be in the space of just, I don't want to do that. That's very selfish of us, right? No matter, again, whatever your temperament or talking style is, how God made you to talk and speak, or even if it's smiling at people, smile, smile, smile. Do your best you can with your teeth, whatever your teeth looking like. Get you some Crest whitening strips, some baking soda, brush your tongue, and smile at people. Like, just smile at people, whatever your grill piece looking like, okay? Just interact with others and not allow these labels that the world stamps on us to be our reality, our end all be all for who we are. I said this is a short video, but I had a lot to say. I was like 2 minutes tops. Okay. So we're gonna look at the definition of this word, introvert, and what does this really mean. I'm just gonna look at the dictionary, and this is coming from Oxford, like the regular Google dictionary. And again, make sure you have your dictionary always when you are doing your Bible studies and your individual time, to truly break down the words that you see in the verses, to understand what they mean for a deeper revelations. But introverted means, these are some synonyms, right? It means being inwards of yourself, and it also means, let's see what introvert means first. Okay, so introvert means a shy or reticent person. Reticent. So that means not revealing one's thoughts or feelings readily. Which, we shouldn't reveal all of our thoughts all the time. But again, the key word is a shy person. So it says, in psychology, this person is predominantly concerned with their own thoughts and feelings rather than external things. So that sounds pretty self-absorbed to me. We're so concerned with our internal thoughts, me, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about. And then we have so many tabs open if we're in that space as people, as individuals, as women, especially women. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to do. That we're thinking about dinner. We're thinking about what this person think, and my kids, or I gotta do work. We're just thinking so much about our inward thoughts and feelings rather than external things. And God tells us to focus on external things. He tells us to focus on things that are up above, not here on earth, right? So we're going to break down this word even more according to the basic little dictionary. Like, this takes 10 seconds to look at words, right? So introverted means, again, a shy, reserved, withdrawn person. It also means retiring. And it says Retiring means fond of being on one's own. Introspective, again, it's an introspective person. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you're still drawing within yourself to look into your own thoughts and what's going on within you too much. You need to do that in your healing process of just be introspective of what's happening on your inside and being aware of your emotions and your intellect and to get healing. But after you've gotten healing, because this is our series about post healing and what that looks like, we don't need to be focused on that all the time because again, it turns into these toxic behaviors, and we can't live that way. The next one, it says this introverted synonyms. It means timid. Timid means showing a lack of courage or confidence, easily frightened. Meek, it means quiet and submissive. Bashful means to reluctant to draw attention to oneself, again, shy. Unsociable, not enjoying or making an effort to behave sociably in the company of others. Self-absorbed, again, this is some really good words that it says. Inward looking, self-interested. Self-interested, again, it means motivated by one's personal interest or advantage, especially without regards for others. Did y'all know this word meant so much stuff? It's packed a lot of micro definitions into one word that we claim so much. It's like, that's just how I am. I'm an introverted person. Ruminative. Ruminative is another one. Ruminative is when you're constantly revolving on a thought. It means expressing or involving deep thought, like you're constantly looping around in thoughts over and over and over again. And drawn means taken in. Meditative, and meditative not in a good way where we're meditating on God's word, but we're meditating in again on self-absorbed inward things. And again, there's so many different words. This last one I'm going to look at means self-contained. It means quiet and independent, not depending on or influenced by others, especially God. So again, these are the definitions of what it means to be introvert. So by the title of the video, it's asking, can you be Christian and introverted? My answer, with my little bit of wisdom that God has given me, is no. Like, these are not things that we should claim on ourselves or even justify it. Once we know the truth and understand what the definitions of these words mean, we shouldn't try to twist it and turn it and say, well, no, I just still like to chill. Why do you like to be so alone into yourself so much where it becomes your entire personality, where it becomes just your identity? Again, if he tells us to go out, make disciples of all nations, he sends us out. He wants us to talk to people, interact with people, and to love others. How are we supposed to love others as Christ loves us if we don't even like people, if we like ourselves more than we love other people? Again, I'm still gonna be OG. I like to enjoy my time, and as I get older, I'm sure it'll be worse. Like I as I'm spending time with myself, liking myself and liking my thoughts and liking just who I am as a person overall, and besides from Jesus, God, and Holy Spirit, we're supposed to be our own best friends first. We're supposed to like ourselves and enjoy our own company. But again, let's not use these words and these definitions of what psychology and humans, these definitions that they have given us, to make it our entire being. So no, we shouldn't call ourselves introverted as Christians. And if you're an extrovert, maybe you're an extrovert and you have stumbled upon this video, maybe you're not an introverted person, look at the definition for extroverted. Extroverted may be you are pushing so much of yourself on other people where you have to be in someone's face all the time, too much. You're just too boisterous. Okay, let me say that real quick. On my last side, no, I didn't spell up. I didn't plan on going there, but it says that extroverted, or the opposite side of that, they can be overtly expressive, like prominently concerned with external things or objective consideration. So it could be the opposite side where we're just overly pushing ourselves on people and our thoughts and our words and over talking and word vomiting on people, and we just need people so much to recharge us. So just have a good healthy middle ground where we are able to be around people. We're enjoying our own companies, God's company. We're sitting at his feet, and we're knowing how to have a balance in life when it comes to these interactions. And also I encourage you just to be careful and just cut it out. Don't even be careful. Just cut it out, the labels that we place on ourselves, and turn to the word to see what he calls us. He calls us redeemed. He calls us his children. He calls us his babies, the apples of his eyes. And he calls us to love other people. So let's not rot away in our room for the sake of, oh my God, these people drain me. Your face, your smile, your style, your whatever, your message that God is using through you could help someone else. So with that mentality, you would never go anywhere. And then you'll just be wasting time. I have on 3 watches today. 1, 2, 3. As a reminder of myself, for myself, not to waste time. Okay? Not to waste time. Let's not waste time, in these spaces where we're just self-absorbed to ourselves, me. So this is, again, a series that we're doing that is talking about, okay, what do I do now after I've healed? Or maybe this will be helpful for you in your journeys and your process, for anybody in your walk of life in Jesus. But to be cautious and to be aware, not even cautious, again, like just be aware and think before we speak, and to renounce certain labels. So again, if you called yourself that, if you've been a self-proclaimed introverted or extroverted person, just renounce it and say, God, you know what? I reject the labels of the world and I accept the label that you have given me. So I'm dropping that on your lap for you to really jot down as your homework assignments what labels that the world or humans that have they created that you have placed on yourself, where it has become your entire personality. Do you really want to be a shy person? I don't want to be shy. When I feel like being shy, if I'm being around someone and I'm shy, then I'm not able to fully, like, someone else has control over my emotions, where I just can't fully come out and be myself. I'm gonna drop this last definition because shy popped up several times. Shy means being reserved or showing a nervousness or timidity in the company of other people. And God doesn't give us a spirit of fear. He doesn't call us to be timid. He doesn't call us to be timid. So again, with that being said, let's not say that. The verse I'm going to leave you with is 2 Timothy 1:7. It says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Y'all be blessed on this day.